do you guys think of that Elf on the Shelf? Like, if my parents did that when I was a kid, I'd be terrified to think because I saw Chucky at a very young age, and so
Oh yeah.
I hate dolls.
anything like that, I was just like, no, I don't want this thing to be alive.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
another thing to keep kids being good, like during this time of year, because it's like the same thing with Santa. Be good, Santa's watching. And the
Oh,
elf
the
on the
elf
shelf.
is
Yeah, you're not
reports
supposed to
back
like.
to Santa.
Well, I think you're not supposed to like move them or the magic.
If you touch
goes
him, his
away.
magic goes away, or his or hers. I love it. I like if I was a little kid, I would have ate that shit up. Because the other
Oh.
day, our sister for theirs took a Spider-Man action figure and then tied like white string out of his hand, and then like wound up the elf and then hung him from the
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Like
from
Spider-Man
the
was catching. Yeah.
ceiling fan, and I was like, "That's." And of course, our nephew's like, "Oh my gosh, what is Spider-Man's involved now?" Like,
Spider-Man
holy
got
shit.
candy cane.
Yeah, like he was.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have ate
That's
that shit
awesome.
up. Now, the parents that use it to like, yeah, like you said earlier, like scare their kids into believing or to behave. That's kind of weird, but
That's the best.
Like
That's
the-
the quickest way to get someone to believe in something is to scare them. with
there's
it.
True.
there's like I've come across like a rabbit hole of like just ideas for parents because they have to do something every night, and so
Yeah.
there's these videos of people like when your kid gets up at 6 and it's 5:55 in the morning and you forgot to move the elf and they're like scrambling through the house trying to set something up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people just have really good ideas. I just ate.
Oh,
What
there's
would you do?
tons of them.
I don't. My wife.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if she'll do it,
What would you do?
but I would love to do it. Huh?
What would you do?
What would I do with the elf?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I like when it looks like it's like built something, so it'll like get pieces from the house, like Legos and Lincoln Logs, and it'll like construct something, and it'll just be like hanging out in this little
What would it make?
village.
What would it make though?
Okay, so I'm thinking like a Lincoln Log cabin with a toy train around it, and it's like riding on the train, and the kid's like,
Whoa.
"You did this while I was asleep? What the?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
that'd be cool.
Candy cane or whatever they're."
Whatever it'd be called.
I've seen
Elf
one.
I
Insert
want to say
elf name.
candy.
If you
cane.
name the elf, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
I've
That's
seen
how you gotta
one where
remember
the
that.
elf was sitting on the back of the toilet, and it had like a little fishing pole and string.
Oh,
Oh,
that's funny.
And they
Yeah.
put like what are the blue stuff you put in your toilet bowl, to make
Oh.
it look like blue, like ocean or whatever. They
Right.
put like a little candy fish on the end of it, and it's like
Oh,
going fishing
yeah.
or something.
That's
People,
funny.
there's just so many good ideas out there.
I would
People are so smart.
put mine. I would have mine. I would have mine as I would put like a picture of Santa like up on a wall,
Uh-huh.
like a small one, and it looks like a target, like a range. That's got the circles on it, like for a
Oh,
target
like a
practice.
bullseye on it?
Yeah. And then I would put it on the wall, and you'd be like, "What's this? What's this?" And then you have to like kind of look around. And if you go really far back in the house, like amongst a bunch of these, like a bunch, like way up in the, like way far away, I'm gonna have the elf like prone position, just like with a sniper trained with like a laser pointer on it, just like right at Santa.
Jesus.
So now the kids have to try and protect Santa. So they have to try and like I'm gonna leave like clues. So they have to like Sherlock Holmes their way to try and stop the elf on the shelf
Your kids are gonna be
before it gets to
Oh.
Santa Claus. And if they don't figure it out, Christmas morning they wake up,
No present.
Santa is gonna be hanging by a noose.
Made of Christmas lights.
Yeah, in front of the tree.
Gee.
It's clear, and it's a test because the kids will have to know if it's a setup or not. Because there's gonna be a story where Santa, like they get letters, like they get correspondence from elves and Santa saying like he's depressed, like it's getting too it's getting too much to be Santa because of all the technology and like the like Apple and the pollution and Amazon and all this stuff. So like the kids won't know if Santa's really like gonna kill himself or if it's a setup.
Jesus.
They'll have to know though. They'll find out.
Just
murder
to,
mystery
messed
plus elf
up.
on a shelf.
just to preface what Van is talking about, we read a pretty weird Christmas comic book called The Last Christmas.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of that.
Okay, Van's just fucked up.
I totally forgot about
Never
that.
mind.
I read that like a month ago.
Yeah, never mind.
That was a long time. I mean, it was in my head, obviously. You're the one that said Christmas lights. I just thought like a rope.
That's from the comic. I
Yeah.
thought you were playing.
No,
off the
I just
comic.
thought rope. And then you were like, I was like, oh, Christmas lights, genius.
Yeah.
How did I not think
Oh,
of
that would be
No.
such a better idea.
That's in the
I
comic.
should put that in a book.
That was way more extreme, than
Yeah.
I would have liked. But
Well, it started. I started with the sniper
The-
idea.
no,
and
I
I
like
just
the
like the way
sniper.
I like the way it built.
what I
off
was gonna
that.
say is the sniper thing. It is kind of cool to think, what if the elf was kind of evil
yeah,
and he's trying to stop Santa? So you have to be really good and like, yeah, somehow help the elf.
I believe.
so you can get your present.
Yeah.
I like that, but that's a little extreme.
I did see a
Equal
dirty
parts.
one, and it was like, "This is why I'm not allowed to do Elf on a Shelf." Have you seen? I don't know.
I don't know.
I've seen a couple bad ones.
It was had the elf, and it had a Barbie doll bent over.
I love it.
And Mardi Gras beads pulling
Oh,
out
nice.
your dress like this, like pulling on them. It said, "This is why I'm not allowed to do Elf on the Shelf anymore."
That
Oh,
is
no.
amazing. I love that.
There's a picture of that somewhere.
That's so good.
Yeah. Oh God. All right, let's do a present.